Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Mr. Cody again, and we are here for Virtual Ukulele Club, Video Edition, from Quarantine, number 4. Now before we get into learning our new strumming pattern and a new song that I have prepared for you guys, we're going to start with some ukulele fun facts. Let's get ready. So you all already know that the standard tuning of a ukulele is as follows. G, C, E, A. What you might not know is that the ukulele functions exactly more or less the same as the bottom 4 guitar strings, but the first string is tuned up a little bit. Here, let me show you. Alright, so here I have a guitar, aka the big ukulele. And if you see here, it's got more strings. It's got 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sounds pretty cool. You can get some lower notes out of it. Y'all know what a guitar is. But what I want to show you is this guy here. This guy's called a capo. And what it does is you can put it across the strings here and it'll kind of hold them in place. So if you go in musical terms, a fourth up. So when you're playing a fourth, you kind of listen for "Here Comes the Bride," 1, 4. And if I put a capo across these strings here, I now have it a fourth up. And if I play these last 4 strings, we're going to ignore these top 2. These top 2 don't exist. If I play these last 4, they're going to sound kind of familiar. It's a little out of tune, but whatever. Now if I take the third string here, which would be the first string on ukulele, and I bring it up. Now listen. Let's go back to ukulele. Here we are. So remember when I said I get my guitar chords and my ukulele chords mixed up? That's why. Ukulele fun fact number 2. I actually have a different kind of ukulele that I've showed on the live club, but I'll show it here as well. This one is called the Guitalele, and you can kind of see it through the strings though. It's made by Yamaha. It plays pretty much the same as a ukulele, but you'll notice, just like a guitar, it's got 6 strings instead of 4. So, similarly to the ukulele, but it's also got 2 extras for lower stuff. So if I play a G on the ukulele, there I did it again. If I play a C on the ukulele, cool. If I play a C on the guitalele, sounds a little bit different. This is a super cool instrument. And for our last ukulele fun fact, number 3, if you call it a ukulele, you're technically pronouncing it wrong. Ukulele is actually meant to be pronounced ukulele, which is native Hawaiian for jumping flea. I learned that just now. I looked it up. So, I hope you enjoyed your ukulele fun facts. Let's go ahead and get into our new strumming pattern. Our next ukulele strumming pattern is going to be just a tiny bit more complicated than the others, and I'll show you why in a second. If we take a look at what we've been doing, we've been using a 4-beat measure. So we're still in 4/4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're still going to break it down that way, but this one is a lot easier to feel rather than count out. So we'll count it out first, and then we'll play it together a little bit, just to kind of lock it into your brain up here. So, on beat 1, we're going to go down. On beat 2, we're going to go down, up. So far, we've got down, down, up. Pretty easy so far. Here's where it gets a little bit crazy. 3, we're going to split in half. Ready? We're going to cut it in half. The first half of 3 is going to be nothing. We're just going to rest. But for the second half of 3, we're going to come up. And then I'll give you 4 here as well. On beat 4, we're just going to go down. Sounds kind of simple. Let's put it together. It's going to go down, down, up, down. And with that upbeat attack, that up out of nowhere, it's a little bit weird to get the hang of. Let's go ahead and try it together a little bit. Down, down, up, down. Down, down, up, down. Down, down, up, down. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Now, it's not very often that we're going to play it that slowly. Usually it's played pretty fast. This is probably the most common ukulele strumming technique that I've seen. And it's a little bit complicated. Like I said, it's a little complicated to get the hang of it. But keep it slow, like I've been telling you. Speed it up. That way you're sure that you've got it locked in before you make it faster. Here's what it'll sound like up to speed. Down, down, up, down, 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 down. Cool. Take some time with that. Practice it at your own pace. Meanwhile, we're going to use that for a super cool song with a couple new chords this time. Let's get to it. The song we're going to be learning today is House of Gold by 21 Pilots. And we already learned this in the live club, but it bears repeating because it's got some funky chords in it. So let's go over the first part. The first part, all stuff we know. Super easy. It's going to use a C chord, an F chord, an A minor chord, and a G chord. All stuff we've learned. Now here's the weird ones, and I'll let you take some time with these before we move on to playing the song as a whole, because they're brand new and they're a little bit complicated. The second part, we're going to use the F chord. Then we're going to use an A7 chord. Then we're going to use a D minor chord. Then we're going to need a B flat chord. And if you'll notice here, my fingers are actually doing something kind of interesting. I've got my third finger here, my second finger here, and then my first finger is actually kind of flattened and pushing down 2 strings at once. So that's called barring multiple strings. And for what we're going to do, I know I'm kind of throwing a lot at you here, but there's another little complicated thing that I want to throw in here. When you play this chord, it may not be an idea to go ahead and bar 3 strings. Even though this string is kind of covered up by this, go ahead and bar that. And then we're going to lift up our middle finger, just like so. And then this one is going to stay barred with this finger. And that's going to make a B flat minor chord. So we're going to go from the B flat major to B flat minor, then back to F, to C, and then to F. Back that up if you need to. Rewind it. Spend some time with those chords. Make sure you've got them under your fingers. Make sure you've got those transitions between them. So from the B flat major to the B flat minor, from the F to the A major 7, from the A major 7 to the D minor, all that good stuff. Once you've got that down, go ahead and move on, and we're going to start putting it together. Hang on to your hats. This one's a little bit crazy, but I believe in you. You can do it. So first, I'm going to show you what a few measures of music looks like you might see if you're looking at a chord diagram or a chord chart or a lead sheet for ukulele. And it's going to look something like this. That looks kind of intimidating, but all this is going to show you is the number of measures you're going to play each specific chord. And we're going to break them down. It's going to be super easy. Just bear with me. We got this. So the first thing we're going to play is 2 measures of our C chord. And we're using the down, down, up, up, down strumming pattern that we just learned. So it's going to go down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Then it's going to change to an F chord. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Then we're going to lift up that F chord to make an A minor chord. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. And we're going to move to our G chord. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Great job so far, folks. We've only got a little bit to go before part 1 is done. Part 1 continues pretty similarly, but then it changes a little bit. It's going to go C for 2 measures. Then our F for 2 measures. Then here's the kind of tricky part. We're going to go from C for 1 measure to G for 1 measure, and back to C for 1 measure. I'm sorry, 2 measures. Cool. Part 1 is done. Now we're going to use those funky chords we just learned for part 2. The strumming pattern is going to stay exactly the same. So we're going to start on our F, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. We're going to lift up our middle finger and move our pointer finger for that A7 chord. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Kind of crunchy, kind of weird, but kind of cool, right? Then we're going to move to our D minor chord. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. And this is the kind of crazy transition. I'm going to slap down this finger on all 3 strings. Not that violently, you don't have to do that, but I'm going to put it across all 3 of these strings and then set my other 2 fingers for that B flat chord. So 1 measure of B flat. Then we're going to lift up our middle finger for our B flat minor. And then back to our F for 2 measures. And then to our C. And then to our F. Take it slow. Make sure you've got it underneath your fingers. But those are the 2 parts of the song, and they kind of go back and forth. I think those are the only parts of the song. Yeah, those are the only parts of the song. It just goes back and forth between those. And if you listen to the recording made by 21 Pilots, they actually do play it on the ukulele. So it sounds 1-to-1. You'll be able to follow it really, really well. All right, let me show you what it's going to sound like fully up to speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty, everyone, thank you so much for coming to our fourth and final Virtual Ukulele Club video edition for part 1. We will be back in the future with some more. We're definitely going to have some more live clubs, so definitely check out carolib.org. carolib.org. It'll be here. It'll be in the link in the description. Check us out. More fun youth programming on the way. More fun videos for you to watch in quarantine. I will see you guys very, very soon. Keep playing. Keep engaging in music. And we'll see you soon.